Let's bring in Mike Jones. Mike's a farmer in North Carolina. He's the owner of MAE Farm Meats, which is located in Raleigh. Mike, thanks so much for joining us. As you know, President Trump put the 90-day pause on most of the reciprocal tariffs except for China. He still has 10% ones. You sell a lot of food. You sell beef, pork, eggs, milk, dairy. How are you doing right now? Are you facing any immediate impacts?
I'm not facing any immediate impacts, but I am concerned with the effects on the economy, how it may affect my customers and their willingness to purchase.
What major concerns do you have about the long-term impact of these tariffs?
If there is an agricultural back and forth on the tariffs, domestic production could be affected. If my peers who produce corn, wheat, and soy and purchase inputs, fertilizers, lime, other agricultural things, energy, if they decide that it's not worth the risk, they may cut back production, which in a year or two could drive my cost up considerably if we have less commodities available that we use.
And we heard your senator, Republican Tom Tillis, say something along the lines the other day of that farmers in North Carolina are just one bad crop away from bankruptcy. Is that a reflective of reality in North Carolina?
Very much so. Most farmers have to borrow very heavily for the operation of their farm from day to day. And if they fail, they still have to pay that note, and it could force economic hardships upon them.
President Trump expects there are going to be what he calls transition problems because of these tariffs. Can you afford to go through transition problems, through disruptions?
It will be a hardship on me, but I am better positioned than I had been. I fortunately just, in my own personal case, retired a lot of debt recently, and I am not rich, but I'm more stable. But obviously, if we have a big downturn, then I will have a loss of income, and it will be difficult just to live as a regular person.
And how many people do you employ? How many people depend upon your business for them to survive?
5.
Have you heard anything about possible aid for farmers, small farmers, big farmers? What kind of help would you need if these tariffs went back into effect?
I suspect it would be something similar to COVID. In the years prior to COVID, we were struggling very much. And then in COVID, when the grocery stores were empty and our store had plenty of stuff available, we had an increase in sales. And then the aid that came out in 2020 was helpful. Some of the direct benefit checks and the PPP program helped us. So I believe that we'll probably see some kind of program similar to that again if these tariffs trigger economic setback.